Okay, so we're gonna tie a brown woolly bugger today, and at the end of the fly, we are gonna want it. We're gonna want it to look like this one right here. So this is a fairly easy pattern to tie. In my opinion, it is, anyways. So this is a size 8 hook, 6 hook, sorry. It's got an extra long shank. I got a silver bead with some O2O lead wire shoved up in there. The thread that I'll be using is a dark brown 70. You can use 140, but I don't like to build up so much bulk on my flies.
Bridge big fish is 3 pounds, yeah. He's obviously got in a little area that, but I'm telling you, I'm fishing.
I'm gonna just secure this real quick. Okay. Now I'm just gonna push up towards the bead, and then I'll secure that. Okay. And then I'll do these little cross wrap thingies. Alright. Okay. So once we secure that, I'm going to take my thread back to the back there. Now we're going to take some of this marabou here that I have, and we're going to get us a feather out. I'm picky about my marabou feathers. Okay, there we go. Right there's a good feather. This is a really good feather, actually. Okay, so we're just gonna pull this back, wet our fingers if we have to. Okay. Now this one's gonna be harder to tie in since we have all this stuff right here. We got. Oh. Okay, so we're securing this marabou at the moment. Okay, so before we go any further, oh my god. Okay, so the thing I did is I tied in the marabou, and then I cut the tag in that was sticking this way. Okay, I'm going to stroke all this forward. I'll wet my fingers, and I'll kind of pull this forward here, and then I'll just okay, now I'll secure this marabou all the way up to the wire, and we'll wrap back and forth a couple of times. Now right here, I'm going to go under 2 or 3 times. I like to go 3. Alright, so there is your tail. Okay, so I'm going to take this crystal flash here, and I just cut the tips even. And I'm going to tie this end where it's barely longer than the actual tail. Now I want to do my best to keep this even with the shank of the hook. Okay, I'm going to tie that back, and I'm not going to go all the way back to the tail. Not yet. Now I'll cut that, trim that off, and I'll tie this in on the other side, even with the shank as well. Okay. down just a little bit, and then you just tie both of these in, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so once you have both of these tied in, I'm going to trim these butts. Now save these tags right here, because we're going to use these in a minute. Okay, so you're going to pull these even, attempt to anyways. I'm going to pull these close together, like this. Okay, there's that, and there's that. Okay, I'm going to take one wrap back here, take one wrap there. Okay, I'm going to take one. Okay, so there you go. Now both of these should be even, which they are. I'm going to take them, trim them right there. Okay.
You or a loved one has mesothelioma, call now. An estimated $30 billion has been set aside for asbestos victims. You may be entitled to compensation.
So there is your tail and everything like that. Now right here, we're going to take some small sized copper wire. Okay. I'm just going to tie this in on the underside or on the side, whichever one you prefer. Okay, now we're going to take our thread up to about right here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to tie this in. Now, make sure that you kept up with them two things. If not, just cut you off a little bit more. Then we're going to take the butts right here, and we're going to tie these in. And we're going to try our best to keep these perpendicular to the shank, like as perfect as you can do. Okay, I'm going to do that on both sides. Now you do not have to do this on yours. If you don't want to see all this, you can just skip this part and just wait. Okay, so there's that. So pull them back, just like that. Okay. Now right here, we're going to take some, not really sure exactly what this is. Okay, this is rayon chenille, medium and dark brown. And it looks like this in the package. Okay. Now you don't need a lot, you just need enough to cover the body. I usually get too much. But I'd rather have too much than not enough. So, okay, so you have this tip. Now if you tie it in like that, you're going to get a lot of bulk. So just strip some of the fuzzies off to where it looks like this. Okay. And you should have like a little butt section there.
I don't care how big they are, as long as I keep catching them. That's the beauty of it, man. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Now I have some fuzzies here. Alright, I'll take this here, and I'm going to grab them with these hackle pliers down towards the butt section, and I'm just going to twist this chenille, rayon chenille.
So I just got to keep fishing. And here's that little point right there, so we've got an eddy.
Alright,
It's not even moving here.
what I'll do okay. I'm just going to take this chenille here, and okay, so what you're going to do is you're just going to wrap this up the body. Okay, so you're just going to wrap this up the body, and once we get there, we'll tie it off.
Nasty slime. There you are. I see it. Man. Oh, God. I don't ever quit. And these are little guys, but I'm still like, come on, baby. That's another. Okay.
Okay, so I tied this off real quick. That's all I did is I just wrapped it up, tied it off. Alright. So, we're going to take the long strands that you tied in the butt on the sides. We're going to take them and fold them up the body like this. Okay? I'm going to do my side real quick. I'm going to tie this in loose. Alright, so we're just going to tie this in loosely.
The first period is such a filling out process.
Oh my gosh.
In the first two periods.
Okay. So once you fold it and tie it off, it should look like this. So I want to do this to this side.
That's the best plus period I ever had.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so we're just tying this crystal flash off. Alright. So now we're gonna get a hackle feather here. Alright, so now we're going to take a brown or whatever kind of hackle you want. I like brown to match everything else. I'm going to tie this in at the front. I'm going to take one right behind there to make it. Alright. Alright, so then I'm just going to take this hackle feather and I'm going to spiral it backwards. Okay, well, if I can keep a hold of it, it would help.
Just on that one spot. Maybe those guys are sitting on one spot, or since halfway through this first period, I've not had another fight. I'm still just basically just fishing from single bricks. KBZ just caught another bass. Weighed 14 ounces. He's up to 12.4. 4.5 ounces are the kind that will get you a penalty in a hurry. Yeah, I'm just trying to survive at this point. I know these little current breaks are going to hold some smallmouth like this, but at some point you're going to have to catch some bigger fish. Come on, give me a good one to end the period. It's a good one. Kind of like that. 2 pounds.
So just take your wire.
4, 3, 2, 1. Lines out. End of period 1. Well, here we are on a big giant grass lake, and I captured 3 little 12 inchers. I mean, unbelievable. I don't feel like I'm dialing in yet, but when I do, it's gonna be good. I'm happy that I'm getting bit in the grass.
Okay, so I'm gonna take these hackle pliers since this is so freaking tiny.
I haven't been able to find any more fish except that one spot, so we're probably going to start on some other places just to try to find something. Give that whole area a little more rest, and if we have to, we'll go back.
Yeah, it has to eventually break off. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna come back here. We're gonna trim this butt out here. Okay. Now we're gonna whip finish.
This is what complaint about. What are you gonna complain about? We got no sulfurs for nothing, no iced tea to spend, no taco truck, ugly mud, and hey, peanut to chocolate.
Alrighty.
And the trail mix is on the peanut.
Alright, there you go, guys. That is the finished brown Wooley Bugger. This is how I tie 'em. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out, guys.